down on the other end after the buzzer went off. Utah played a very good basketball game. In many ways, they deserve to win this one. But we got to make up some ground. We've given up some games that we wish we could have had back. So quite frankly, we need to steal some. And when you have these opportunities at home, even if you're being outplayed, just to find a way to show some resiliency, some toughness, some grit, get over the hump, forget about whether it's a well-played game or not, but just find a way at the end, and that's what the guys were able to do.
Final possession, you're frantically waving, play through it,
Yeah.
and at some point it seemed like you settled them down, decided for the timeout. Take us through that timeout. What were you talking about, trying to get? Was that the specific thing, the Jay Rich drive, you were looking to get?
It was up to him to make the decision. There were some layers to that, but even getting before that, off the rebound, we had gotten some good looks just by getting up the court. So Goran knew that he could just push and probe and see if we get a cheap one. They got some cheap ones against us in the fourth quarter, and that would have been the easiest, best look any of our attackers going downhill. So he gave it up. There was a couple passes, we weren't doing anything but going east-west, so we figured we'd take the timeout. And then when we got to that play, there were a couple different options. It looked like Jay Rich was open late, even on the initial screen. Wayne was open, maybe for our count. Ingles got back into the play, and then Jay Rich broke free at the top. He had a look for our count, but he decided to probe a little bit further and made a heck of a play. He's ready for the next jump. The jump is ready for him. It's just now a matter of when.
And then you had they had 5 seconds, and then the hottest guy in the court the last half, and you had to stop him. Well, I think you assumed he was probably going to get the ball, and what was the plan?
Yeah, I mean, they could have gone a couple different ways with Hood or with him. Both of these guys are very talented young players, and Mitchell was versus any coverage, versus any player for the majority of the game. He was just able to get clean looks all game long. He made it look easy, but he's a superb athlete. He can shoot it and put the ball on the floor. So. They ran up a screen, and both guys just stayed on that, and basically it was going to be anybody but. So JJ and Jay Rich just stayed on it, and fortunate enough for him to miss. It looked like it had a chance from my angle.
I know you've said a lot that he's come a long way defensively. You've been saying today that if he'd been defending like this from the jump, he would be all-star worthy. But those little plays, like the play where he dove on the floor in front of Mickey and creates the turnover on the reversal, and
yeah,
I think he didn't get credited for it, but he had a block shot. It seemed like in the lane. And,
yeah,
in the last
right.
couple minutes, I didn't get.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is this who he is now? Is this the guy that you envisioned? The guy that you've asked him to be? Or is this
And
just...
we want to be more open to even more. Like I said, the next, it's there. It's there for him. It's just a matter of when he's going to step up and just grab it. I think he would be considered right now all defensive NBA. It's just our defense has been too inconsistent. It's hard to make that case. We don't have a top 5 defense team. If we had the defense we had last year, I'd be pounding on everybody's door. This guy has to be on one of the first, one of the 2 teams, and he's shown that night in, night out to guard 1 through 4, to make big-time defensive plays. What he's showing right now is the energy and the stamina and the high level of conditioning that he can shoulder a lot on the other end now as well. He can make a lot of plays for us, get us organized and play. Right now, while we have guys out, play near 40 minutes every single night and not even feel it.